Hi class! Today I would like to review with you how to use equal groups when solving multiplication problems. Next week we're moving on to division, and remembering how to do this is going to help us out quite a bit. So as we go through this lesson, remember our hula hoop activity when we made our own equal groups with our own classmates. We stood in hula hoops and we divided each of our classmates into the hula hoops to make equal groups. So think about that as we move through. First, I would like to ask you what three groups of three, if you look over here on our left, when you have three groups of three, remember that it looks kind of like this. We have three groups, and there are three items in each one. Now remember, you can have whatever kind of item the problem might ask. So we might have apples, in this case we have X's, to be whatever it's asking for. So we have three in each group. To know how many we have in all we have to do is count the X's. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in all. Moving forward, this reflects over into a multiplication expression. So if we have 2 times 2, we know that we have two groups, and there are two items in each group. If I were to ask you to solve the expression, we say 2 times 2, we count the X's again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, so we know that 2 times 2 equals 4. Because I have 4 items, in this case X's, we have 4 X's in each of our two groups. 4 total. Now, let's look below here. If I were to show you a drawing like this and ask you what the expression looks like, I would need you to ask yourself what the multiplication expression looks like. I have 4 groups, so we have 4, and I have 1 X in each group, so it would be times 1. And we know, if we count our X's, and because we know our multiplication facts, that this should be 4, because I have 4 items in all. Now my challenge for you is to think about what your equal groups would look like when I ask you to solve 10 times 9. On a separate piece of paper, or on a post-it note, I would like you to show me how you would use equal groups to solve this equation. And this is going to be your entrance ticket into math class tomorrow, so make sure when you're finished you put it in your home school folder. Now that you remember how to multiply with equal groups, this is going to make our division lesson so much easier. And remember, there are many multiplication solving strategies that we can use when we come across multiplication problems, and this is just one of them. But for our purposes tomorrow, in our upcoming division, this is going to make our lesson much easier. So class, don't forget to solve that equation, showing equal groups, and that's going to be your entrance ticket. Hope this helped.